Good morning. Yeah, Friday fitness. So, first morning run of the season, of the year. And I'll be right back. I have something special to share. Yesterday we were out and about. We had to go drop something off in the southeast. And so we were on McLeod Trail, for you Calgarians out there, of whom I'm pretty sure there are zero right now. And we passed this Strides, and I was like, oh, running store. I haven't been to that running store. And let's go be a spy, do some subterfuge, go be a customer at someone else's run store, and see how that goes. And like, cut to the chase here for you. I ended up getting Endorphin Pros for $250 goddamn dollars. These shoes are now one of the most expensive things that I own. I have a tailored jacket that costs $1,000. My wedding ring costs $500. And probably my laptop maybe cost $4-ish. So, but I decided I don't feel up to fitness right now, so it won't be a fair test of the carbon plate if I run in these. So, I put together this plan. The plan is I'm going to run 5K first thing every morning. One, so that I'll do it, because if I do things first thing in the morning, I don't know the best way to say this, but I am most likely to get something done if I do it first thing in the morning. Because I have a procrastination problem. I talk myself out of things. I tell myself that I'm too tired or that my nutrition's off or whatever. But if I do something first thing in the morning, then the answer is like, of course you're tired. It's first thing in the morning. Still got to do it. Of course your nutrition's off. You haven't eaten anything yet. Still got to do it. So if something's important, I just do it first thing in the morning every morning. And I'm going to go through my roster of shoes as it is now. I'll get a 5K time in all of those shoes. And then finally get a 5K time in my endorphins, and then I will have a proper test of how I respond to carbon-plated shoes. Furthermore, it was also really cool to go be a customer, to see that I am one of my most hated customer types. Well, actually, my least hated customer type of all the customer types that I hate is the agonizer. I hate agonizers where it's like, oh, they have, they're choosing between two different similar shoes, and then they just agonize and hem and haw, and there's long silences, and they talk about how they can't decide, and it's like, man, flip a coin, who cares? Like, once I've explained all the differences between the shoes and you've tried them both on, you've liked them both, make a decision. I'm done here. I can't do any more work, so I want you to leave. And it turns out I'm exactly that person. My goal when I went in was to try some On runnings to see if they had any that we didn't have. Because I just want to have, I feel drawn to having some Ons in my collection. And I tried on the On Cloud, and I liked it. And the girl working there, who's super cool, she was also like, and maybe you'd want to check out some other stuff. We got this, and this. We got the Endorphin series. So you could try some carbon shoes, since I told her I was just looking for something different than the 7 shoes I had already. So I had just room to experiment and try something outside my norms. And then I was like, yeah, why bother not buying a carbon shoe? It's the most interesting thing, and honestly, On Clouds feel different than all the other On shoes. The Cloud Flow, the Cloud Swift, and the Cloud Flyer that I have tried and don't like, and all have really prominent structures that you can feel, and a rocker that you can feel. The Cloud super comfortable. It feels like a somewhat typical semi-flat slipper style shoe. It doesn't feel different than the Levitate or the Tempo, and it would probably fit in that slot. It actually wouldn't be that different of an addition to my repertoire. And it was super cool to just try and, well, it was fun to listen to these explanations, because she doesn't know what I know. I didn't tell her, you know, any level of expertise that I have. So I got to hear her explain things and kind of pick out things that I agree with and disagree with, and kind of search for any useful professional lines that I might want to steal. And although I never mentioned where I work, and I shouldn't have mentioned where I went, just to be totally fair and balanced for whatever's giving me that instinct I'm going to follow. I did notice, while they have a lot more shoes than we do, they have old shoes. They're a year behind in everything and don't know when they're getting new stuff in. So at least my store has that. At least we are the most up-to-date store in the city, where we tend to get things immediately upon release and everyone else evidently struggles. Because there's only 3 running stores in the city, and one of those is an independent company, and then 2 of them are chains. So that's the story. There's something else I was going to talk about too, but who cares? Yeah, so first runs in Endorphin Pros is coming up. Keep looking over at the cat. Ignore all the clothes on the floor. We got him in this tent, and for like one day he would hang out inside it, and then immediately he switched to like, I just want to sit on top of this thing. Okay, that's the video. Goodbye. Fight cyclists.